Good morning, guys. I am not comfortable recording stuff, but I'm going to give it a try. This is your daily recording for Tuesday, March 24th. I have the weather forecast and I have some Pinterest posts trying to keep things as normal as possible. Okay, so for today's weather, it's going to be 53, which is nice, but look at tomorrow and Thursday. Oh my gosh, it's going to be really nice. And we are still allowed to go outside and go for a walk and ride our bikes, so I suggest you take advantage of that and get that done. For Pinterest today, obviously I'm going to go coronavirus. You knew that was coming, right? When you normally spend all your time at home anyway, but now the government says you have to, well, now I'm not doing it. Yeah. You know who you are. I thought this one was interesting. Comfort Inn, now pet friendly, except for bears. We're not making that mistake again. Not sure what the story is there, but interesting. Hair salons closed, nail salons closed, lash salons closed. It's about to get real ugly out there. I know my daughter's upset because her hair salon closed and she can't get her roots dyed. Oh. Hashtag Rona, travel plans for the weekend. To the window, to the wall. I know, I'm hilarious. And here was us, New Year's Day, looking forward to 2020, 3 months later. Yep, regarding our toilet paper. All right, well, today on Edge Elastic, you were supposed to be doing the slope review practice number 6. So I have a couple of problems here that I'm going to show you. Let's see. This is the first problem on the assignment. And this problem calls for using the slope formula. You remember the slope formula? Let me get the pen turned on here. Now, with this recording device, handwriting is really iffy, so you're not going to get my usual great handwriting on these. Remember the slope formula. M stands for slope. Is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay. So when you have given 2 points like this, this is your first x, this is your first y, this is your second x, and this is your second y. When you plug those numbers into the formula, you're going to, come on pen, work right. Yep. Okay. When you plug those numbers into the formula, you have second y, 22, minus first y, which is 19, over second x, 6, minus the first x, which is 2. 22 minus 19 is 3. 6 minus 2 is 4. So the slope would be 3 over 4. Okay. It's the rate of change of the function. And in Edge Elastic, there's a fraction thingy you can click to put a fraction in. Okay. Any questions? No? Okay, good. Let's move on then. The next example gives you points in a table. All right. Well, these are just xy points. You can write them as xy points. The first one is 6, negative 3. This one is negative 2, 1. This one is negative 4, 2. You only need 2 points to do the slope formula, so you just pick 2 you want to use, plug them into the formula. Let's see. This one is the same example, same kind of thing, only now it's got the table horizontal instead of vertical. That might mess with you a little bit, but it's still x first. X is the top row and y second. So 1 point would be 4, 108. The next point would be 8, 216. And you just use your slope formula to solve that. Okay. Here, this is finding slope from a graph. Okay. And remember, with the graph, we're looking for exact crossing points. Like we have this one right here. And, oh gosh, I don't know what I'm doing. And we have this one right here. Okay. Slope is rise over run. up and down motion over the left and right motion. Okay, so we travel from the left point to the right point, and we go up 3, so that's positive 3 on top, and we go right 2, so that's positive 2 on bottom. So the slope of this line is just 3 over 2. Okay. The next example is a table again, but now we're asking you to compare two rates of change. Remember, we were doing these in our daily problems when we last saw each other. It says Ree biked 23.6 miles per day, so Ree's rate of change is 23.6 miles in one day. That's a rate of change. What's the rate of change for Craig? Well, we're going to have to use the slope formula to find Craig's rate of change. He went to 43.6 is your first point, and 3, 65.4. Now here's the thing. When we were doing these daily problems, you could pretty much have taken the 43.6 and just divided it by 2 to find the rate of change. But what we don't know in this problem is, had Craig traveled so many miles before he started keeping track? Now, we're not sure about that, so we're going to have to go ahead and use the slope formula here to make sure. And these numbers are not the friendliest. So for Craig, we would do second y, 65.4, minus the first y, 43.6, over second x, 3, minus the first x, 2. All right. None of you have a calculator going to help me out with this, are you? That's all right. We'll do it the old-fashioned way. How to subtract with borrowing. Big part of today's lesson. All right, we can't subtract there. We need to borrow from the 5, make it 1 less, put a 1 in front of the number that wasn't enough. 14 minus 6 is 8. Bring down your decimal. 4 minus 3 is 1. That's 2, so it's 21.8. So Craig's rate of change is 21.8 miles per day. And the question asks, which bicyclist had the lower rate of change? Well, Craig's is 21.8 and Ree's is 23.6, so Craig had the lower rate of change. That's how you would do that one. So far, so good? I hope so. All right, so this one here, you're going to be doing the same kind of thing. Remember, I always told you the number in front of x was the rate of change. So for style A, the rate of change is 0.65. Now you got to find the rate of change for B. And we do, this is x1, y1, x2, y2. Figure out the rate of change for this one, figure out which one is the greater number. I'm not going to do them all for you, that makes it too easy. Here we have a solar panel. The rate of change is the number in front of x. So this would be 1020 is the amount of power it can produce with an area of so many meters. With this one, 1 meter, it produces 1200. So the rate of change here is every 1 square meter of solar panel produces 1200 power, whatever, I don't even know what unit power comes in, but the rate of change for this one is 1200. The rate of change for this one was 1020. It wants to know which one's greater. Pretty much gave you the answer to that one. And that's it. That's the last example for today. I hope that it was helpful for you all, and I will be back tomorrow with another video. Enjoy your Tuesday.